Did Ray get it, or do you think his internet still sucks?
We'll see. Here comes the fat boy. There he is.
There he is.
How's that stellar internet?
Great. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
How was your anniversary, more importantly?
Yeah.
It's very sweet of you to ask, Raymond. It was fantastic. Thank you.
Great. Great to hear.
Nice. I like your black shirt you got on there.
Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome.
You going for the Mike Welch look tonight?
Thanks, Calvin Klein. A fashion compliment from Billy Calvin Klein is, you put that one in the bank, save it for later.
I got a weird
You got a dead guy on your shirt.
Whoa. Who's
Yeah.
that?
dead guy.
Were they giving those away at the wake?
Yeah, they were free.
Good. I wouldn't pay for that shit. But I don't wear other man's names and faces on my fucking body.
Yeah.
Like a 10-year-old
we
boy.
get it.
You know,
We get it.
yeah.
Fucking
What kind of
10-year-old
shirt?
boy.
What kind of shirt you wearing?
I don't know. It's whatever your mother had on the floor this morning.
Ooh, good one.
Mother joke. One for Rich. One for Rich.
Jot that down, secretary.
Yeah, we'll do. Bastards.
We got our very own Pam Beasley over here.
With better tits.
Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate that.
Ooh, I don't know.
I listened to that secretary line like 6 times today editing because shit was going wrong, so I had to keep going back and listening to it
You giggled every time.
every time.
It made me laugh. I watched the video a couple times today.
Yeah, whenever you're ready to get bumped up into sales, Pam, just let us know. It might take a coup.
I don't want to be Pam. I don't want to be Pam.
No?
What was the other secretary's name?
Aaron?
Aaron. That was her name. Aaron. Yeah.
I've been just watching.
I mean, Brave's
There's a bunch of
definitely
Office
Kevin
on
if he's
right now.
anybody.
Fuck you. I'm not Kevin.
Oscar.
Slip that in without a beep. He's feeling fucking
Bill,
froggy
that's all you
tonight.
gotta do is call people Oscar now. You're good to go.
He's got the fashion sense and slipping, semi okay jokes under the line.
Yeah.
Boy.
No beeps, Bill. Nice job.
No beep, Bill.
Still
have
early.
Have you crossed the threshold? It's still, yeah.
Still early.
It's only one show tonight, so you might have to put in work early. Hate to clean in. Welcome to Simple Mind Sports Show. What the fuck are we doing? Friday headlines, October 3rd.
Second?
Okay. Christ.
You got it like 3 shows in a row until now.
Yeah.
Good run. Good run.
Today's Thursday. You're right. My bad.
It's all right. It must be weird when you don't work that you don't know what the days are.
Right?
Worked your mother this morning.
Ooh, that's 2. That makes 2 of us.
One more,
Rich.
Richard.
That
One
makes
more,
2
and
of
you're
us.
out.
I get 3. Is it a special day because it's my anniversary? I get 3.
Everyone gets 3.
The
Everyone
quota
gets
is 3.
The quota is
Oh,
3.
okay.
Except
Oh,
for Bill.
perfect.
Bill only gets 2 because he does it so often.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, but they're
That's
always good.
They're not bad, Oscar. All right, let's kick it off with we haven't talked baseball in forever. So we're going to kick it off with some MLB playoffs. We had the Wild Card Wednesday, as people were calling it, like an NCAA tournament style, 8 or 9 games going on throughout the entire day. Now, obviously, this is baseball, so it was literally, I think, 756 hours of sports in just baseball alone yesterday, if my calculations are correct. But there was some thrilling shit. So we had Yankees and Indians going back and forth all day, probably the most exciting game of the day. And fucking Yankees pulled it out. Lemieux with that son of a bitch in the 9th.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's good. Yankees take it 10-9. Indians blew it. I mean, Indians had the lead. They fucking pissed it away.
Well, Shane Bieber got the shit kicked out of him, too, the game before. I mean, that's probably the Cy Young Award winner in the American League this year, and you lose 12-3 to the Yankees. The Yankees are scary good. They battled injuries all year, but they're the most talented team in the American League. They should win the World Series, so I'm not surprised they beat Cleveland.
Their lineup's nasty. Beyond Garrett Cole is still trouble though. I mean, Tanaka didn't look good, and he's old
James
as shit.
Paxton.
I mean,
you got James Paxton still too.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna have to bash their way there, but you put.
They started last night. I mean, they started these 2 games, 22 runs in 2 games. I mean, that's Bronx
Dude, and their
Bombers are waking
bullpen
up.
is disgusting too. They got 4 closers in that bullpen right now that can all close games. So I mean, you just got to get there. You could go 6, 7, 8, 9 with the 4 guys you get out there. And you're ending games early, and if you're gonna score like that, dude, how are you gonna lose?
Yeah, 3 closers, 1 criminal. Fuck Chapman. So they're done. Lindor, bye bye Cleveland. He's out.
Yeah.
You either remarks on that, basically calling his owner cheap.
They are. They're a small market team. They can't compete. Lindor's gone. He's going to the highest bidder.
Called him a $1 billion owner, and he said, basically he's not going to spend the money. If he wants to, I'll stay, but he's not going to spend the money.
Yeah, Yankees. He's linked to the Yankees. They're probably going after him.
Whatever. Astros are back talking shit. Correa and fucking Altuve, who hit .219 this year. I can get it in 2 months, but come on. Like, you come off a cheating scandal that they were buzzing you to hit, and your numbers fall that much.
Rear low.
Your pint size. He's not even average size, Ray. He's small compared to you. And
I'm a giant compared to him.
And they're talking
only in weight
shit after beating the Minnesota. That wasn't a mom joke. They're talking shit after beating the Minnesota Twins, who have lost 18 consecutive playoff games. Fuck the Astros. I hope they get their shit kicked in. And poor Minnesota, poor Minneapolis. My God, how do you even do that? That's remarkable. That's
it's just laughable now. It's laughable now. But Astros talking shit is it kind of pisses me off when you basically cost people jobs the last few years doing it. I mean, how many times you rough up like fringe relievers, fringe starters, they go to the minors and you never hear from them again. The amount of jobs they probably cost because they wanted to cheat their way through baseball. And then you coming out talking shit when you were under 500. You were 29 and 32, 31 this year. So you're under 500, you made the playoffs, and now you're talking shit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, those guys.
Those guys
suck.
It's like a black. Hold on. It's like a black bear beating up Bill and then bragging after it because they're supposed to beat the Bill up, but yet the black bear is still bragging.
Ooh, speaking of black bears,
black bears
I didn't tell you guys.
Right.
Hold on, there is a black bear around my neighborhood right now. I got an email from the condo association. I've been waiting outside just in case I have to fight it. My asshole neighbor has been fucking leaving trash out, which they clearly stated in the email. Don't leave your fucking trash out.
Bill, if it's not on camera, it doesn't count. Speaking of Astros cheating and people setting up for it, our friend Butch got us these shirts. I have a shirt for each of you.
Nice, very nice.
That's the Joe Kelly special.
Nice.
I like
very
it. Nice. Thanks, Butch.
Yeah, thanks to Butch for that.
Thanks, Butch.
And I don't know.
Speaking of an Oscar name.
I think that's going to some kind of charity, but yeah, Joe Kelly. We'll see. I would love to see Astros, Dodgers, and the Dodgers just absolutely still playoffs or not, just keep fucking hitting them. That would be extra special. That'd be fucking awesome.
Back to the Twins real quick. Do you know the last time they won a game?
Please
2001? 2001?
Nope. 2004, Johan Santana beat the Yankees. Do you know how many times the Yankees have beaten the Twins in this 18-game losing streak?
9?
13.
Oh,
holy shit.
They've beaten them 13 out of the 18 times. The Yankees own the Twins.
They must have been like, thank God we missed the Yankees this year.
Exactly.
We got this shitbag cheating Astros team. We're going to get at least one win out of this. And nope. Back to the drawing board, Minneapolis Twins.
And they spent this offseason. They got they brought in Josh Donaldson too, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? And you still come up short. You can't even win one fucking game. It's just getting laughable now. 18 straight. Jesus.
Yeah, it's almost impressive.
I'm just cheering for them to lose at this point.
It's going to be 16 years on Saturday.
How long is this shit going to keep going?
I don't know. Speaking of impressive, the Reds lost without scoring a run. First time ever a team's been eliminated in the playoffs without scoring a run. A little bit of a twisted stat because it was only a 3-game series, but still 22 innings, no runs.
And the Braves pitching staff isn't that great. Their best starter, Mike Soroka, is out. So, I mean,
it's just ridiculous.
It's incredible. Trevor Bauer pitched amazing game 1. He deserved to win.
7 2/3, 12 Ks. That was 12 Ks was a record. And no walks. Yeah, he was lights out.
He deserved
nasty.
to win.
Your boy, Freddie Freeman. That kid's the real deal, man.
MVP. He's going to be MVP. He's a free agent after next year. Pony up, Sox. Go and get our boy. I fucking love Freddie
Your
Freeman.
boy.
Dude, Freddie Freeman's going to win the MVP this year. He's disgusting.
Feels like he's an Atlanta guy, though. Feels like I don't know if he's going to move.
Yeah.
They might pay him.
Yeah, he's a Southern guy. I think he's a Florida boy. But yeah, dude, I fucking love Freddie Freeman.
So Reds are out. Twins are out. Who won the A's game today?
A's beat the Sox. A's are up. Yep, first time they won a series since 2006.
So your Sox are out, Bill.
Yep. Hey,
Your
good run.
Sox are out.
They fell off late in the year. Their pitching didn't hold up, but they got a young offense. They're built to win. For the years to come, that team's going to be scary.
Hey, quickly going back to the Reds, are you got Bauer's in a contract deal? Is going to be free agent this year. How in or out are you on Trevor Bauer, Ray? I see you shaking your head.
I'm in. Career 75 and 64, 3.9 ERA. I would take him. Why not? Give a run at him. We need pitching badly. What? If he pitched very well, in the playoffs. Go after him. See what happens. See what happens when he comes to Boston. And he's fun to watch.
I like him because he's fun to watch. I'm about if in terms of on the field, I'm like 10 out of 10. No. This is the exact guy I want to stay away from.
I'm off too.
Going into his 30s. Yeah, totem pole of dumb. It's fine, man. You live by yourself.
I'll tell you.
You live on a fucking island of stupid. He's going to be 30 years old. He's only had two. This is his third season with a sub-4 ERA. He's pitching the fucking lights out, but the dude is a head case. He is a mental liability waiting to happen, and you pay this dude $100 million? What do you think's going to happen? He's going to go buy 1,000 drones and have a 4.5 ERA for the next 4 years in Boston, and he's such a hothead. Yeah, he's going to cut his goddamn fingers off. He's such a hothead. You put him in this Boston market pitching poorly, oh my God, it'd be entertaining as shit to watch, but he's not going to produce. Not to the level that you're going to have to pay him because he's been excellent this year, but I don't think that's who he is. I don't even think he's 3.9. This ERA this year has skewed that thing down.
Yeah,
you go look at his career stats, like he's more mid fours. So yeah. Yeah, for the entertainment factor, sure, bring him on in. I mean, the Red Sox are dead to me. What do I care? But in terms of on the field, this is the exact guy I stay away from. And I think Hyman Bloom will stay away from him. I don't think he's going to go do the Dombrowski thing and pay top dollar for whoever the fuck is out there.
I'm also out on Bauer. As much as I love the player, love the attitude, but the thing with him is he's stated early, too, that he wants to go year to year. He's only going to sign a one-year deal, right? So he's going to get tenured by the Reds, so that's going to tie draft pick compensation. You don't have a second-round draft pick. Your first-round pick's protected because it's top 5 or top 10. They're always protected. You won't lose that. So you're going to lose a third-round pick. You're picking fourth in every round. So it's a little much to give up for basically a one-year guy because he doesn't like his deal. He wants to maximize his value coming off Corona. So he's thinking one-year deal. So I'm out on that.
Fucking Rain Man over here is deep in the numbers on MLB.com, pulling out that shit. Way to go, Bill. That was good. That was good numbers. Let's round this thing out.
Fucking 2-2, Bill. Look at him. Look at him.
He's holding back that grip.
He is.
I haven't looked. I haven't seen what the games are looking like right now. But Marlins took it to the Cubs 5-1 in their first game.
Never lost a series.
Marlins are a team of destiny, dude. If you want to put some money, if you want to make some money gambling, put your money on the Marlins.
They've never lost a postseason series ever. The only time they made the playoffs, they've won the World Series. I swear to God, they made the playoffs 3 times now, and they've won it twice.
Yeah, that's a hard team to bet against if you believe in all of that shit, which you should. A's are going forward. Rays swept the Blue Jays. That wasn't a series. And Dodgers, Kershaw, I don't even know. People are talking about getting off his back. It's not off his back anymore. He's a bad postseason pitcher. That I think is settled in stone. Unless you go win like some incredible Game 7 to win the World Series for the first time in how many years for the Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw is just going to go down as a moderate to bad postseason pitcher and one of the best regular season pitchers of all time. That's your legacy, dude. There's no change in it, especially in COVID playoffs. That's not happening.
He's not even the ace there anymore. Walker Buehler's probably good. He's the ace, and he's turning into one of the best young pitchers in all of baseball. He might be, in a couple years, the best pitcher in all of baseball. He's your ace. I don't understand why he's not starting Game 1. But yeah, you're gonna give it to Kershaw. He's been their guy forever. So he doesn't have much left, I don't think. Anyways, season wise, he might run out that contract, but he's injury prone now and getting up there in age. He's throwing a lot of miles on that arm.
Yeah. The Major League Baseball has settled that they're going to have a bubble. We've talked about this. And now they have said that the National League Conference Series, Championship Series, and the World Series will each have 11,500 tickets available for the game. 10,500 of those being in the stadium, 950 suites. Why the fuck do you have a bubble if you're letting 11,000 people into it every day for a game? What is the point of that?
I have no clue.
Can the MLB knock it out of their own way? So they continue to kind of, this is how they're going to do it. So they're going to sell 4-seat pods, they're calling them, and spread them out, obviously. And you can't separate the 4 seats, so you can't sit next to strangers. So what they're assuming is if the three of us wanted to, four people that are generally near each other, next to each other, a family, will be able to go. What family is going to be able to afford these tickets, by the way? None.
Yeah, the prices are ridiculous.
And are they gonna go check the black market? Are they gonna be that secondary market? Are they gonna be watching that and seeing how these resales go? No. Masks are mandatory except for eating and drinking. So first of all,
I won't need a mask then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
who's regulating that?
I.
And then I'm going to be either puking from all the hot dogs or just never stop drinking.
And it's Texas. They don't give a shit about anybody in Texas.
This is why it's happening in Texas. The whole thing is fucking ridiculous. Let's have a bubble, and then let's bring 11,000 people into the bubble every fucking game, which is happening every other day. What idiots.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Are we going or not?
No, I'm good with that.
It sounded pretty good. I'm ready.
I'm actually
There's a Six Flags right by the stadium. We can go to Six Flags. We can go see Jerry's World. Then we can go see the World Series. Let's go.
I'm out.
I'm looking to see
if the Red Sox were in, maybe, but no.
What's that secondary market look like, man?
Ooh, it's gonna be big.
Are they going to be able to control it? They have to. They have to.
I don't know how they do that, though.
I don't know how they do it.
They can't control it now. How are you going to do it?
They're just going to sweep that shit under the rug. They just better pray to God that the state of Texas doesn't start releasing the records of all the fucking COVID shit.
It's legitimately like the only way to get tickets is like off StubHub and like Ace Tickets, and it's ridiculous amount of money you pay and just service charges alone.
It's a World
so
Series. It's a neutral site. It's not like you're going to season ticket holders and offering them the first chance to be able to go see their team. You're just offering out to the general public, anybody who can afford to go, basically.
Yeah, and you set the price there too. So if you want to charge $5,000 per ticket, you can charge $5,000 per ticket. It's so stupid. And then StubHub charges what? 10% of that or something. Yeah. So they're going to get a ridiculous amount of money. It's usually $45 per ticket. Usually, every time I've gotten tickets off them. It's so stupid.
At least if Rich and I and you go, Bill, we can say you're our grandfather, and they would believe that.
Ooh, I got to get in my AARP card.
Yeah. Little known fact for all you people out there: you don't have to be old to get AARP. That would be age discrimination. You can get AARP anytime at any point in time. As soon as you turn 18, you're eligible for AARP. So
I did not know that. I just thought it was for old people.
They don't start marketing it until you get older because it's all designed for old people. But you can't discriminate against people. That's age discrimination. So you're all eligible, people. Go out there and get your fucking discounts. We're running a little long on baseball here because we got a lot to get into tonight. But real quickly, Bill, I didn't think we got to it last show. You're not 100% on Alex Cora coming back as a Red Sox manager, and you kind of swayed me a little bit there. So just briefly hit on that a little.
Yeah, again, Alex was more of a Dave Dombrowski guy. He's fired now. That some changes in the front office with Bloom. Bloom's not attached. He wasn't Bloom's guy, so I don't think it's a guarantee. Like a lot of people are saying that he's going to come back. I think now he has a chance. He's got a good track record. You mentioned in our last show Kevin Cash. I mean, he's got him out of nowhere, and he's one of the best managers in baseball now for Tampa. So I mean, you might see one of those kind of hires again. Some no name you didn't think of because now Bloom's choosing the guy with Cora. He's not tied to Cora,
Yeah, I agree with you on that, and it's taken me from 100% bringing Cora back to 85, just because he does have ties to Bogarts and Devers and some of the cores of this team moving forward, and he is an analytic guy. He is in the same mind frame of Bloom. And do not underestimate the trifling of Red Sox management when it comes to dealing with their baseball team, because they fired Renicky in the middle of the Patriots game. These gutless fuckers. Get the fuck out of Boston, Henry. You gutless bums buying a fucking newspaper so you can
I'm all for him
Red
coming
Sox
back
ownership
though.
Fucking sucks. Yeah, so am I.
I'm 100% wanting him back, but I'm just not 100% sure he's coming back.
Well said. Let's move on. NBA news and notes. Raymond. LeBron James looks like he's on a mission, does he not? Lakers blow out the Heat 116-98. I mean, this series Dragic looks like he's hurt. Adebayo,
They're both out.
It looks like he's hurt. Dragic might be out for the series, depending on what
Yeah,
that.
they're both doubtful game 2.
So, Lakers are going to win, which was pretty much we all thought was guaranteed to begin with. My question to you, Raymond, is does this say more about the Celtics, Heat, or Lakers?
Lakers. The NBA, too, because it's a conspiracy theory because Kobe died this year, and Adam Silver wanted the Lakers to win. So that's why the Lakers are going to win the NBA finals.
Okay, there's our home dog. There's our home dog talking. Bill, you any thoughts on this? I clearly have some thoughts on this. You got any thoughts on this? So you're also, to reset, you're the guy that thinks as the lowest in terms of what the Celtics talent actually was this year and what their expectations were. So I would assume your opinion has to be that the Lakers are just the best team in the league.
The Lakers are the best team in the league. You're seeing it now. I mean, Davis is playing at a ridiculous level. He dropped 34 last night. LeBron almost had a triple-double. Celtics would have had no match for Davis at all. No match whatsoever the way he's playing right now. You have no match. You have no match for LeBron.
Incredible.
So I mean, I think the Lakers would have swept the Celtics.
They're going to sweep the Heat.
They're on a mission. You've been saying it all along. The way LeBron's playing, the way this Lakers team is playing, they're not going to lose.
This says everything about the Boston Celtics. The Miami Heat are a middle-of-the-road team. They don't have the talent. You ran up against a team and players on a court that knew how and understood how to beat a team without talent. That's it. The Celtics' talent matches up with Lakers' talent. It doesn't beat it, and they probably don't beat the Lakers in the NBA Finals. But you saw how did the Clippers defend Kawhi and LeBron? They put their wings on them. You don't put a big on AD. He's a wing. He's a fucking giant wing player. And LeBron is a giant point guard. You have Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart is an all-NBA defender. Jason Tatum will be one day. And Jaylen Brown has the potential to lock up anybody in the league one-on-one. Between those three, you should be able to, if not control or obviously not stop, but not allow AD to do what he did last night. That was just ridiculous. Bam Adebayo has no business guarding Anthony Davis. They're two completely different fucking players. The Celtics built this team. They built this team to match up against those West Coast teams between the Warriors. And the Lakers built their team to beat the Warriors. It's all fucking wing play. The problem is the Celtics, as we've discussed multiple times on this show, they don't have the mentality, guts, balls, whatever you want to call it, to overcome the Miami Heat, who were playing better as a team and outcoached them and did all the intangibles. But just in terms of talent on the court, the Celtics would have put up a better fight against the Lakers than the Heat, and that's why I think it says more about the Celtics than it does about either of the other two teams.
What are you laughing at?
Good. What are you laughing at? Right?
I didn't know you printed out the Queen picture.
Just got that, did you?
I just did. I just saw it. Oh man, sorry.
I didn't see it back there.
It's the Queen.
It's a good one.
That's a great picture. That's a great picture.
You got to get your Photoshop skills a little better, though.
Yeah, Bill, you should get your oh, wait, you don't do anything skills better.
I don't know how to use Photoshop.
Yeah, I don't do social media.
I haven't been on social media. Do you see how many videos I like on our fucking Instagram page? I haven't been on it in like days.
Yeah, we know, Bill. So, Dan, I want to get to some more Celtic stuff quickly, if we could. Danny Ainge had comments. I can read you a couple, but the synopsis of this was it seemed like Danny Ainge wanted to bash his team for all the reasons that we've been bashing him, but obviously cannot do that in the media, skirted around it like anybody would and should. But essentially said, we got moves to do. We have moves to make. We have things to do, and we have to do them because we are simply not good enough. So I would expect them to be active this offseason. One that pissed me off, though, was still trying to blame his bench problems on injury.
Yeah.
So this is a quote. First and foremost, Danny Ainge on Toucher and Rich, the biggest need of the offseason. That was the question. Quote, first and foremost, health. Admits the criticism about the bench is in fairness, but stresses team thought a healthy Romeo Langford could have been an impactful in the postseason. Said injuries exposed our bench a little bit. You fucking shitting me, Danny? What is Romeo Langford going to do for you in the playoffs? I mean, I liked Romeo Langford. I thought that he's a plus defender.
Your guy. He was your guy.
Could have brought you some energy and shit like Grant Williams was doing during the playoffs. But That's not why they lost. That didn't expose your bench. Come on, man. That's bogus shit. He was asked about the Tatum and Kyrie scenario. Quote, Jason and Kyrie were close. They're still close. Just part of it. I think Jason Tatum really likes it here. We'll find out because they're going to offer him a max contract extension. And if Jason Tatum doesn't sign it, that says
he's going to Brooklyn. He's going to go fucking.
No, he ain't got to go to Brooklyn.
He's going to go ride fucking Kyrie's coattail.
Phoenix is the team. Watch out, Phoenix. Phoenix could be the team.
LA can get a max deal too.
I'd be surprised. We've talked about this before. If Jason Tatum doesn't sign the max contract, he's got to live out 2 more years with the Boston Celtics at rookie.
I don't think he's going anywhere. But
nobody turns down max contract as a rookie max contract. Nobody turns that down.
Especially a guy with 2 girlfriends.
What's that now, Bill?
You never heard that? Jason Tatum had like openly 2 girlfriends.
No, I never heard that.
Yeah,
I mean, a dude that's 20 years old has a kid and is married. And has millions and millions of dollars.
He's not married, is he?
I don't know. He's got 2 girlfriends.
I don't know. Well, whatever.
That's why you have his jersey.
Then he's definitely not turning them down because he needs the money. He did admit Kemba Walker was not healthy but does not need surgery. That doesn't really bode well to me because that just means he has a really old, shitty knee.
Yeah, what does that mean? So, like, you played on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how does it – if it's that bad, but how do you not need surgery? Don't you think you got to at least cut it open and find out what the fuck's going on in there? There's got to be something causing pain.
He had to sit out at the end of the regular season before COVID because of the knee, and they were planning to manage him into the playoffs. Then he got 4 months off.
Yep.
And then he came back, and it wasn't good. And now you're going to have 2, maybe 3 months off till the next season starts, and then you got to play a whole season on that knee. No surgery. It's just it didn't heal. It didn't, like, get where after 4 months. Nope, that's a problem. That's a problem. Kemba's shitty knee is a problem.
You won't see him till March. I guarantee you they hold him out. You won't start the season.
I hope so.
And you're fucked in the East now with New Jersey or Brooklyn coming back.
Last quote out of Ainge here. Danny Ainge on the draft and having 4 picks. Quote, you want to draft the best player available, but sometimes you have to draft for need as well. We'll take everything into consideration with the players on our roster and the players in the draft as well, end quote. You got 4 fucking picks, and you got like 2 entire teams of NBA players. What do you identify who you want, move up, even if that means 2 spots. You literally cannot draft any more people.
Stop drafting for need. Patriots show that every year. If you get bogged down in a position where you draft for need, you clearly take the wrong guy. You take the best available talent and figure the rest out later. That's what you do.
That's exactly what he's
figure the rest out later.
That's the exact opposite of what he's saying right now.
That Maine Red Claws team is going to be nasty for the next 5 years.
That G League team down they got all the young college kids now. They all skipped college.
Oh, yeah.
They all went down the G League.
Yeah, so like I said, just to kind of recap on the Ainge stuff here, I'm expecting them to make a move. I don't think that they're going to do anything to the core. I think you're going to see Hayward back. I think you're going to see Smart back. Obviously, the Jays. Everybody else is on the table. Everybody else. And I've said this before. Like, Danny Ainge's most success came from taking all of his young talent and assets that he had and sending them to Minnesota to get Kevin Garnett. So in my mind, what he's been doing since trading Pierce and Kevin Garnett to the Nets was acquiring all of this talent and assets. And when people were saying he should have been giving up draft picks, he was taking players, developing them, showcasing them, and now you have to do something with it. Now it's the time where you have to take all of those fucking pieces and all of the draft picks you have left and identify somebody and go get them. And it should be easier now because you don't need Kevin Garnett, one of the best players in the history of the league. You need role players to kind of fill in around your stars. So I would imagine with the combination of the draft picks he still does have and the quote-unquote talent of young guys that are spread between Maine and Boston, he should be able to start making some Trader Danny moves. And to your point, Ray, lose a couple deals maybe on the margins, not try to fucking fleece everybody. Just go identify your players and do what you got to do to get them. And then cross your fingers and hope it works out. Because that's that's pro sports, man. What else are you going to do?
Karl Anthony Towns. Get him.
Great role player.
I think they like him. I think he's a little bit of a beta. Speaking of betas, Paul George, who got basically Doc Rivers fired, is rumored to be hated by the Los Angeles Clippers.
Oh, yeah.
Jason McKintry, I can't pronounce his last name, sorry. Quote, I've heard at exit interviews Paul George didn't get rave reviews from his teammates. My person would not be shocked if Paul George was shipped out of town. The package and the team that he is linked to right now is no other than the Brooklyn Nets. And this package includes Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, and Karis LeVert for Paul George and whatever else the money makes it work. And that puts, in my opinion, 3 of the biggest beta loser bitches in the NBA, the most talented beta loser bitches in the NBA on one team, all riled up by the biggest loser bitch of them all, the insane, in the membrane, Kyrie Irving, who came out today and said, we don't have a head coach, days after hiring Steve Nash, Hall of Famer, 3-time MVP, Steven Nash as their head coach. 2-time MVP?
2-time.
Probably should have won a 3rd time. They gave that one to Kobe at a pity. Dead to me, right, Bill? So I'm just saying that, like, if they go get Paul George, that talent is off the charts, but man, that is a shit show waiting to happen.
That's Brooklyn baby back bitches.
I like that. That's a good trade for the Clippers, though. I like LeVert and Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie. I actually like him.
Dinwiddie? Yeah.
He's owned the Celtics. LeVert's really good.
Jared Allen's really good. If I was the Clippers, you could get those three players and put them around Kawhi.
Yeah, and you're just adding to the best bench in the league, too. Yep. That Clippers bench was disgusting. I mean, they were pissed off with the way they were using Harrell or whatever. There was coaches or some players. They were, what was it? Management was bitching how much they used him. The guy won fucking 6th man of the year. And what are you supposed to play him? Limited minutes? Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the driving forces, like Doc's minutes in the playoffs, or why they kind of clashed with management. And he's like, fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that'll be interesting to see. All right. Bill, if we can do this in a couple minutes or less, there's been some interesting Boston Bruin rumors floating around. I've been saying to you guys, I don't know if I said it on the show, I think that Sweeney is looking to make major moves with this team. I think he's looked at it and said, we've fallen short enough here, and we can't. If you continue to drag this core to its very bitter end, you're going to be left in a place that is going to be really hard to get out of. So I think he's looking to make moves, the right moves. I don't think he's going to do stupid shit. But just give us a couple of the rumors and what your take is on them, and if they work well. Try not to be Billy Rambles. We're running out of time.
Yeah, sure. He's shopping Rask. I don't think a deal is going to be anywhere, but he's trying to just gauge value there. Again, I don't see a deal coming. I read earlier today he's listening on Carlo and DeBrusque. I think those are some young guys you don't really have much to trade for. You're in on Oliver Ekman-Larsson out of Arizona, which I hate that move. He's another stay-at-home defenseman. He makes about $8 million a year with another 6 years left on this deal.
I think it's 8.
8, yeah, sorry. He said 8 for 64. So he's got 7 years left. He's got 7 years left.
And he's not young.
No, he's like 30, 31.
Yeah, 30,
somewhere around there.
Like that. It's not like 8 years puts him almost close to 40, I think.
But you're going to trade a puck-moving defenseman in Krug to get a stay-at-home guy. It makes you wonder. You don't have a first-round pick. That's probably what it's going to cost to get him. But I wouldn't be surprised if you do get him. But you kind of package that with Taylor Hall too. I think they're in on Taylor Hall. It sounds like Eichel trade ain't never going to happen. But the Larson trade, they're closest to, and Bruins are on his list. So we'll see. And if you don't have a lot of assets to trade, you really fucked up the 2015 draft. You had 6 picks in the first 2 rounds, and you ended up Brandon Carlo and Jake DeBrusque. You missed up 4 other guys.
If you're willing to get rid of DeBrusque, you're looking at a potential 40-goal scorer. The guys don't come around that often. The potential is there.
He's just
and
not
Brandon Carlo is, he's a top 4 defenseman. Those guys have. I mean, those are the guys you don't want to part with. Those are the guys that you have have value.
If you get a forward though, what you need, like a top 6 forward, I would give up Carlo and DeBrusque in a heartbeat. I just want a consistent power forward that's going to score 30 to 40 goals, and this is what the team needs. You saw it in the playoffs when you had the one line that can't score. Well, that could score, that was it. You really need someone there. So they've tried it in the past. They tried to get forget that. But Hall's out there. They might get him with the money you're saving.
We've talked
in Peru,
about this. I mean, if they can get Hall on a short-term deal, a prove-it deal, come into a heavy, a really good locker room, if that costs them DeBrusque and to make the money work, then I'm okay with that.
There was a trade for Eric Stahl last year too. They had a trade in place with Sean Crowley in a first-round pick going to Minnesota for Eric Stahl, and Eric Stahl said no. He just got traded to Buffalo for Marcus Johansson. So, and then you ended up with Charlie Coyle too. So you might end up with both guys. You might end up in that probably getting Eric Stahl last year probably puts you over the edge. You would have won the Stanley Cup with him, guaranteed.
Thanks for that sobering news, Bill. Would be nice to see him get rid of. It is nice to hear that they're shopping Tuukka, like that they're not just going right back to the well and one more run with the kid here.
He's your best option, but if you got rid of him, Brayton Holtby's out there, Murray.
You got to eat half his deal or something. If you got to eat some of the money on Tuukka, it might be get out a year early. Belichick that dude. NFL news and notes: Titans Steelers games is canceled, not canceled, but rescheduled. They haven't said when.
Might be week 7.
Week 7 is the Titans bye week, and then Pittsburgh will move to
week 8
against Baltimore.
It's a Raven.
Yeah.
So all the talk around the NFL on this is if this continues to happen or if it becomes a little bit more of a pattern with teams, it's going to fuck shit up.
Yep.
And they're not going to be able to continue to manipulate schedules like this. This is kind of a one-off thing. Quickly, yes or no, is forfeiting because you got COVID a feasible, viable, fair option in your opinion, Ray?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
I'm a no. Just push the fucking league back.
Well, they're saying Minnesota too. If a bunch of Minnesota guys come up, they're saying that
they'll test negative.
Yeah, I know, but they still get tested though. So they said the time crunch with that would really fuck the schedule up if Minnesota has to postpone that game too.
They have enough. We talked about this last show. The country, the world have tests, 24-hour tests.
Yeah.
You've expanded rosters. Just test everybody, get them back in the practice facility in 24 hours or a different practice facility in 24 hours. They have the resources where they don't have to go a week without doing anything, that they can get back on the field and do what they need to do. And the players test, get a test result back in 24 to 48 hours. I don't understand why that is not on the table and it's not feasible for them. But it is what it is. We'll see how they deal with this. Okay, let's finish the show talking Pats Chiefs. Final thoughts, what to look for. Ray, I know you and I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think any of us actually have the Patriots outright winning this game. I think that would be the biggest surprise. But Ray, what are you looking for? What would you like to see out of the Patriots in the matchup against the only team, according to Max Kellerman, that has a chance to beat or challenge the Chiefs this year?
I want Gilmore to get out of his slump. It's week 4 now. Get your foot out of your ass. Let's go. You're going to go up against Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins. Travis Kelce's probably going to flank on your side a little bit. You need to get your foot out of your ass and actually play like you are the defensive player of the year. Let's go.
This is a tough game for Gilmore. Gilmore does not do well in these games. He's a shutdown corner that attacks one guy and follows him around the field. If that one guy is Sammy Watkins, you're kind of wasting Gilmore, in my opinion.
Well, they put Jonathan Jones on Tyreek Hill. That's been the matchup the last couple of years, and it's actually been a very good matchup for that. Speed-wise, they double-team Hill, the guy over the top, but Jonathan Jones is usually the guy. Sammy Watkins has been one-on-one with Gilmore. You might see Harden, whatever. You might see Gilmore shade on him. Hardman. You might see Gilmore over there. But I want to see the run game again. I mean, the key to winning this game, just pound the ball, keep control of the clock, and just keep Mahomes out the field. You're the leading rushing team in the National Football League. You have the team to do it. You have the offensive line to do it. Test their front 7. Chris Jones is their best guy, but outside of that, I'm not a huge fan of anybody on their front 7, so run it down their throats, and this is the game to do it. You do not want Patrick Mahomes on the field because he's going to shred this fucking defense. Keep him on the sidelines as much as you can. Run that fucking ball. Yeah,
that was the 2018 game plan, and it worked for a half. So we'll see. Final predictions real quick. Ray, final predictions. Give me a score off the top of your head. Bill.
27-21 Chiefs.
27-21
35-21 Chiefs.
All right. I got Patriots 31-27.
Look at you.
This has been the Simple Mind Sports Show. Friday headlines, October 2nd. We'll see you on Sunday.
Bye.
Patriots definitely are not winning this game.
Fuck no. They're going to get killed. I think Mahomes is going to just
What's
destroy
kill?
them.
Over 10? I think it's under 10 game.
2 touchdowns. I said they're going to lose by at least 14. Except
Oh,
14
no,
to
that's not gonna
14 to 17.
It was not going to happen.
I don't know.
You like to bet on that, William?
Let me sleep on it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bet you on that.